I was with a small group of people on a balcony looking down from 5 floors up. When I took that picture, what was going through my mind was that I was miles away, too far away, and I wish I were closer, I wish I were down on the street. It's really quite a graphic photograph. You've got the linings, the marks on the road, the guy with his white shirt. There's a sort of monochrome feel to it.
I do think that this picture rates between the top 3 of iconic picture in the history of photography. It's a great picture because it covers a remarkable event and it's shot in a very simple, direct way. So the picture grabs your attention and holds the attention.
I was on street on the Tiananmen Square during 3rd June and 4th June. I witnessed a lot of the people standing up, a block tank.
I first saw it when I was in middle school. So I was born actually in 1989. So I was seeing this in a history book, and truly and honestly, it was inspiring.
The first time I saw this picture, I was living in India. Those were days when television was still not very active, so we were really reliant on print images. Because just the power of one individual facing off these tanks is just unforgettable.
This image just shows people how can fight your rights.
This is man against the machine, the individual against the system. It's also David against Goliath, the small guy against the regime that wants to oppress him.
That photograph is and demonstrates for me one man's extraordinary courage, standing up in front of a row of tanks, being prepared to sacrifice his own life for the sake of social justice.
What I really love in this picture is the fact that I don't think that this tankman is acting for himself, but it's really acting on behalf of human beings and humanity, on behalf also of the thousands of people who struggled for human rights in China.
You don't need to meet violence with violence. You have power in nonviolence. For me, it's an extremely inspiring photo because that's what it symbolizes.
This was driven by television. It was shown, flashed all over the world. People saw that and saw this sort of extraordinary footage of this man literally dancing in front of a tank, holding it back, stopping it. And that's what became, in a sense, iconic. The photograph that I was lucky enough to take was kind of a souvenir, was a memory for people of the television footage.
I think it's been a huge source of inspiration for people across the world because fundamentally it's about people standing up for their rights.
Under the revolution during 1989 Eastern European country, after they found this icon, encouraged a lot of people, they fight their rights.
I think that it's very important for young people like me be aware of what happened in China in 1989, because thousands of people struggled for human rights.
They can encourage all the people who fight for freedom, justice, and hope.
25 years later, it doesn't allow the Chinese government to forget what happened. So it's really the attempts by the Chinese government to bury this is never going to succeed, thanks to this picture. What we need is truth and justice, and this picture is a key element in pushing us in that direction.